Now, Purdy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Micah Parsons in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5. So this will be 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get him the ball.
Third and long. Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. Going to be 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple of plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Waitman now on to punt. Kick is away. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15.
At their own 13-yard line.
We'll go play action with Love. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led to an incompletion.
Good pickup of 16 on that screen play and a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down as we hit 2-minute warning here in this 1st half.
A 2-yard pickup.
3-3, our score. 2 minutes to go in this 1st half. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this.
Here we go. 52 points.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. From the gun, it's Love.
Love's pass intercepted by the 49ers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Zaire Franklin that time there for the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Here they have for 2nd and 7. Play action now. Purdy. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them. They want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. To throw, it's Purdy. This one is caught by Kirk. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Quarterback sneak with Purdy. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
The key to any good quarterback sneak starts with the surge and the push of the offensive line. From there, can the quarterback find a seam? Can he find a little gap and drive his legs? In this case, give credit to the defensive line. They held their ground, they got a good push back, and they were able to come up with a huge stop on 4th down.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Ready.
The man in motion is Watson. Love to throw on 1st and 10. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Love will give it up on a hot pass. That's time out for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. As they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
It's 3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7. In motion, it's Golden. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Right back to Golden. He's got it again. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. In motion, Reed.
Red 38.
They'll go for it. Love. That's taken in, and he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Come on, set.
In motion, Reed.
Red, yellow.
Love to throw it on 1st down. He'll air it out deep. That one intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Diamador Lenore.
49ers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this 2nd quarter.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Trace back to kick off for Green Bay.
Still in search of our first touchdown of the game. We are tied at 3 as we begin quarter number 3. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. First and 10 for Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
It is 2nd and 6. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. Open man, tight end Jake Thompson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
Here they come for 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Niners first down.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
To throw on first down is Purdy. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. Over the middle, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. And he's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return up past the 35-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Now a pitch to Jacobs. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On play action, Love. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. 3rd down coming up.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
For the
Packers set to kick this one away, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Returnable from the 17. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. He made sure that return was not going any farther. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. On play action, here's Purdy in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Devontae Wyatt in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive. That'll bring up 2nd and long. Now Purdy. His pass left side, caught by Tonjes. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
It's actually a really nice job there on 2nd down, putting this into a 3rd and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that 1st down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
He's got a man. That's Kittle. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8. That's going to be good enough for a 1st down.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses...
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And the Packers have recovered the football. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 2. The man in motion is Watson. Jacob will get it to start the 4th quarter. And he will score! Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. Point after. Coming up here. The kick is good. And the Packers take a 10-3 lead.
Packers 10, 49ers 3. Trace back to kick off.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Keyshawn Nixon.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
95.
On 1st down, it's Love. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
In motion, it's Golden. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot for Watson. And he can hang on. It is incomplete. A chance there, a big chance for a huge play, but he couldn't reel it in.
And the best offense on 3rd downs, Mike, is to be really good on 1st and 2nd down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. On comes the Packers punting team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no chance to down this one. It carries deep into the end zone for a touchdown. First and 10. Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Here we go. Third and a yard. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down. They'll run for it. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners first down. And he got it by plenty. It's a gain of 8 on 4th and 1.
And these plays, the decision on what they're going to call, Mike, it was decided days ago. They have on that play call sheet that you see from the offensive coordinator, they have an entire category just devoted to these situations. They know the players are going to be confident, they're going to be able to execute, and they're able to move the chains.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time, and it'll lead to a second down. Throwing is Purdy. He'll get it into the hands of Kittle. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down. Throwing again is Purdy. Down the field, it's Evans. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
First and goal, San Francisco.
It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 27. They'll drop to throw. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. DeJon Stribling. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Eddie Pinheiro.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Yep, set.
From the gun, it's Love. That's caught by Golden, right side. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the 4th quarter?
They'll go with Jacobs. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here comes 2nd down. The man in motion is Watson. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. That complete to Jacobs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 15 in the air. 1st down, Packers.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready. Let's go. Ready.
Jacobs. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
Right. Here we go, set. Ready.
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So now, a big spot coming here. This a potential game winner. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
They're on the 35-yard line.
Here is 1st and 10. Purdy. Open man downfield is Kittle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
22 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
Here's 1st down. From the gun, it's Purdy. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot on the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, and this one will come to an end. So, it's a win for the Packers. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory.